Hey everybody, Tennessee Governor Bill Lee here. As we celebrate National Manufacturing Month, I'm honored that you're taking the time to learn about careers in our workforce. Manufacturing is an essential industry in Tennessee, and it's important now more than ever that we train a pipeline of highly skilled workers to meet the needs of employers all across the state. And that's why we've invested in vocational education from the very beginning, prioritizing students just like you to skill up and to get the tools you need to thrive in today's Tennessee workforce. I hope that you enjoyed today's tour as you see all that a career in manufacturing has to offer.
Hello. It's wonderful to be participating in the 2021 Manufacturing Day and celebrating such an important mission, inspiring the next generation of American manufacturers. I want to thank, of course, Allegion Republic Doors and Framing for making today's event possible, as well as my good friend, Carroll County Mayor Joseph Butler, for prioritizing our incredible students and future manufacturers. To our students participating today, I want you to know what you are working toward achieving here is so critically important for our nation. As with so many essential truths, the last year and a half has underscored the crucial importance of having a thriving and robust domestic manufacturing base. A strong American manufacturing base not only produces good-paying American jobs and prosperous American communities, but it also is necessary for the very independence and sovereignty that our nation requires. I've seen the importance of having a strong domestic manufacturing base in all aspects of my career. First, as a businessman myself, then as Tennessee's Commissioner of Economic and Community Development, then as the U.S. Ambassador to Japan, as I worked to craft our nation's trade deal with Japan, and now as a U.S. Senator who is fighting every single day to bring good-paying jobs to Tennessee and to the American worker more broadly. So keep up the great work. You give me and Americans across the nation such great hope and optimism for an exciting future. May God bless.
How nice to join you once again for Manufacturing Day. Again, virtually. At some point, it will be in person. Now, last year when we talked, you had a topic. If it isn't grown, it is made. And that is very true. From the clothes that you wear, the door, onto the classroom, and the chair that you're sitting in. Everything has been created by someone. Over the past few years, we have seen companies like Allegion set up shop here in Tennessee, and they are doing some very exciting things. The great thing about the manufacturing industry is that there really is a place for everyone, whether you're into robotics, or maybe you like to build things from scratch. Maybe you consider yourself a creator or a maker. And sometimes you like to team up with others and work on projects to solve problems that are right there in front of you, finding a better way to do something. And here in Washington, we are focused on how we open doors of opportunities for you. I'm hard at work on an advanced manufacturing bill to make certain Tennessee's got the workforce that we need for solid manufacturing jobs. Have a great day. Keep up with us on social media at Marsha Blackburn. We look forward to seeing you soon.
Hello, and welcome to Allegion's 2021 McKenzie, Tennessee Manufacturing Day. My name is Jamie Holpuck, and I want to thank you so much for joining us today for our virtual field trip. We've got a great event planned for you today with many team members and leaders from across Allegion excited to share their experiences in the manufacturing industry with you. We hope you'll enjoy our next 60 minutes together and find the information valuable and informative. We'll have dedicated time for questions and answers towards the end of the event, but please feel free to submit your questions at any time throughout the presentation using the chat feature on the right-hand side of your Teams live screen. Let's go ahead and get started. While we aren't in person at our locations today, we do want to invite you to take a virtual tour with us, during which you'll have the opportunity to see our operations in Tennessee, as well as Indiana, Illinois, Ohio, Texas, Colorado, Kansas, California, and Washington. Let's take a look.
At Allegion, we believe manufacturing is both a vibrant and essential industry, with many new trends impacting what we do every day, from robotics to the Internet of Things and more. There's no doubt that the creators of tomorrow have important roles to fill in pioneering safety and security at Allegion, both now and in the future. Guided by a shared vision of seamless access and a safer world, our employees are innovators, building products and solutions that create peace of mind. As a global manufacturer with more than 30 brands in our portfolio, we invest in tools, technology, and our employees. Because of this, we have a healthy U.S. presence where those employees build mechanical and electronic locks, emergency exit devices, door closers, steel frames, and many other security solutions that help keep people safe at work, at home, in our community, and on the move. Let's take a look at some of our essential facilities and incredible jobs. Near Seattle in Everett, Washington, Allegion's AD System solutions are produced in a 50,000 square foot facility. Since 2009, AD Systems has manufactured high-quality door systems for customers across healthcare, hospitality, commercial office, and education environments. Through a strong commitment to innovation and positive relationships with architects and designers, our experts in Everett quickly respond to the requests for custom work, ultimately building sliding doors and interior storefront assemblies for projects throughout the United States and abroad that can meet a variety of aesthetic, privacy, and safety needs. In fact, our AD Systems employees manufacture doors that can meet the strict health requirements of clinics and medical offices, as well as offer the energy-efficient and touch-free automated accessibility of the future. In Snoqualmie, Washington, also located near Seattle, Allegion produces technical glass products for TGP solutions. Since 1980, TGP has been supplying specialized glazing materials and systems for commercial and institutional buildings around the world. The brand is committed to helping solve challenges faced by architects, general contractors, and glaziers through its services and two product lines: fire-rated glass and framing, and specialty architectural glazing. You'll find these solutions at airports, schools, libraries, hospitals, and museums, among other places. TGP has exclusive agency relationships with Nippon Electric Glass, NEG, Pilkington, and RP Technic to distribute certain glass and framing product lines in North America and the Middle East. Our jobs in Snoqualmie range from assembly, with roles in fabrication, welding, and powder coating, to engineering, sales, and more. TGP solutions are additionally manufactured in Perrysburg, Ohio, where our talented experts cut and package fire-rated glass to be paired with frames built in Snoqualmie or sold separately as loose glass for other customized applications. There, our state-of-the-art facility boasts nearly 70,000 square feet of manufacturing space, with opportunities to operate robotic equipment, as well as automated machines that, on average, process sheets of glass that weigh more than 800 pounds. The Perrysburg facility has two main product lines: Pyrostop glass and Firelight glass, and the local team averages cutting more than 6,000 pieces of glass per month. Our Steelcraft brand boasts two manufacturing locations, a West Coast service and manufacturing center just east of Los Angeles in Chino, California, where we assemble and produce custom hollow metal doors and frames, and our main plant in Blue Ash, Ohio, near Cincinnati. While we proudly produce high-quality steel doors and frames at both facilities, our long-standing manufacturing history is rooted in Blue Ash. Located there for more than 75 years, a visit to our operations showcases talented employees with expertise in materials handling, welding, laser operating, and fabrication, creating doors intended to withstand fires as well as tornado and hurricane winds. Our production process starts with order entry, configuration, scheduling, and programming, and then moves to manufacturing our doors and frames from beginning to end, with finish on the paint line before shipping. From there, they go everywhere. That's right, you'll find these doors and frames around the world too, at medical centers, schools, and commercial offices. Some of our solutions can be seen in popular gathering places too, like the Superdome in New Orleans, the State Convention Center in Washington, and Iowa's State Sports Performance Center. You'll find our products at Ohio University, the University of Michigan, and the University of Kansas too. In Security, Colorado, close to Colorado Springs, we produce keys, lock cylinders, and mechanical locks, as well as high security credentials and biometric products, all for commercial buildings. We've operated there for more than 40 years, and our talented employees process over 100,000 parts per day and configure and test a wide array of high security products that are distributed to customers across the globe. The site is comprised of critical roles that include engineering, fabrication, assembly, testing, distribution, and supply chain management. Our associates use innovative tools like 3D printing, high-speed precision machining, and computer-aided design programs. We're especially proud to manufacture the Schlage brand of security solutions that provide seamless access at office buildings, universities, medical centers, and other vital places through mobile credentials. Our Olathe Operations has produced mechanical lock cylinders and keys for more than 40 years in the Johnson County area. Located just outside of Kansas City, our facility includes a nearly 300,000 square foot warehouse and employees who also work in distribution, customer care, and sales. In fact, any Schlage residential lock that you see at your local hardware store, like Lowe's or Home Depot, has been supplied through our Olathe Operations. That means if you live in the United States and have a Schlage door lock on your home, it passed through our facility here. We fulfill approximately 300 orders per day and ship nearly $1 million worth of product daily from this facility. With core competencies in assembly as well as shipping and receiving, there are many incredible opportunities to play a role in delivering Allegion's vision of seamless access and a safer world. Allegion also has a strong legacy in Illinois, where we have manufactured LCN door closers at our Princeton facility on Railroad Avenue for more than 70 years. Here we've invested in state-of-the-art equipment, from CNC machines that can be programmed to run multiple processes for manufacturing multiple product lines at the same time, to cobots that work next to our people in an assembly line, driving extra flexibility and efficiency. Using this equipment requires problem solving and troubleshooting, programming, digitization, and automation skills. You'll also find lab technicians that specialize in product testing, tool makers, and maintenance teams, all of whom play a vital role in taking our security solutions from start to finish. LCN products can be found in many high-traffic facilities such as schools, hospitals, government and correctional buildings around the world. Our creators produce 35 different series of closures and door hardware to choose from, products that have 15 to 20 years of operating life. Our Republic brand proudly operates in McKenzie, Tennessee, sitting in the northwest region of the state at the tri-point of Carroll, Henry, and Weakley counties. We've built high-quality hollow metal doors and frames there for more than 40 years, and today our talented creators produce 300,000 frames and 80,000 doors annually. You'll see our solutions everywhere from national museums in Washington, D.C. to corporate data centers on the West Coast. Our people specialize in customizing products to meet customers' exact needs. For instance, our talented employees grind down metal to prepare for a seamless door edge application, many times required for schools, hospitals, and commercial kitchens. And while our employees focus on customer needs, they've also innovated many of the ways we work to improve safety, ergonomics, quality, and efficiency. Because of that, you'll see automated processes and conveyors in McKenzie that transfer our doors and frames through different phases of production. But our people make the difference, running control stations, cutting and forming systems, paint lines, and commercial drying ovens, among other important equipment. And because we work with steel, precision welding drives our solutions to be strong and durable for years of continuous service. Yet another Allegion facility, located in Irving, Texas, features state-of-the-art custom manufacturing for our Republic hollow metal doors and frames. There, our experts use laser technology to make high-precision cuts of metal sheets that provide speed and flexibility, as well as minimal waste and greater efficiency for projects. Our operators additionally use brake presses to safely and accurately form frames, welding stations to match specific order requirements, and paint stations to put on the finishing touches. Unique skills utilized throughout these production processes highlight the level of talent our experts possess and that are needed in today's modern world of manufacturing. Rounding out our U.S. manufacturing footprint, we have 2 production facilities in Indianapolis, Indiana, located right down the street from each other. Operating on Toby Drive for more than 30 years and in the state for more than 100 years, we build Von Duprin and Falcon exit devices, as well as Glynn Johnson, Ives, and Zero International door hardware there. We're known for inventing the emergency exit device, as well as all of the customization we can provide for those life-saving devices today, which you'll see in nearly every public building, be it a government facility, a grocery store, a restaurant, a movie theater, a place of worship, a university, or otherwise. In fact, we produce more than 100,000 unique configurations in an average year. On any given day, we fulfill around 700 orders, requiring a cross-trained and flexible workforce with competencies in stamping, CNC machining, powder coating, plating, laser cutting, and etching. Our main line has a state-of-the-art vision system with 3D work instructions. It's so sophisticated that it detects errors and stops the line if a device is not built exactly as ordered. Our people play a critical role, through problem solving, in keeping our customers safe whenever and wherever our solutions are used. There's no doubt that Allegion employees are innovators, creating new and better ways to keep people safe. The manufacturing jobs found at our U.S. and global sites today are centered on employee empowerment, engagement, and problem solving. From assembly, engineering, IT, materials management, distribution and logistics, robotics, environmental, health and safety, tool making, and more, the career paths are vibrant and valuable at Allegion, and our work has never been more important.
Welcome. We are so excited to have you with us for our 2021 Virtual Manufacturing Day. My name is Monty Bowers, and I'm the plant manager at Republic Doors and Frames. I lead our business in McKenzie, as well as Atlanta, Dallas, Houston, and Orlando. Thank you for joining Allegion's 2021 Manufacturing Day. We're happy to have you here and look forward to telling you a bit more about who we are, not just as a global employer, but as a long-term manufacturer in McKenzie, employing over 200 people locally. We think it is important to participate in National Manufacturing Day, which is sponsored by the National Association of Manufacturers, to educate those in our community about manufacturing and inspire the next generation of manufacturers. We're so happy to host the Carroll County Technical School today. A special thank you to Principal Dennis Stokes, your teachers, and the staff for allowing us to join you virtually today and the great job they do throughout the year. I understand that we have several different high schools represented from all over Carroll County. Like you, Allegion is proud of this community. So whether you're from Clarksburg, McKenzie, West Carroll, Brewston, or Huntington, we're glad to have you join us today, and we're proud to tell you about how Allegion is part of our local community. Allegion has 30 brands around the globe. You'll see many of these brands produce products in the United States. Some that we'll cover with you today include our brand, Republic, as well as Schlage, LCN, Von Duprin, TGP, and Steelcraft. We manufacture safety and security products, ranging from mechanical and electronic door locks for homes and public buildings, to door closers, emergency exits, doors, frames, hinges, knobs, levers, kick plates, access credentials, and readers, and many other solutions. The Republic brand is manufactured here in McKenzie since 1977. You may hear us use the names Republic and Allegion interchangeably throughout our time today. Allegion has many other brands. You may be familiar with some by name, while others you likely use, but maybe have never heard the name. For example, Schlage is a well-known lock and key brand. I've had Schlage hardware on my home for many years. By contrast, Von Duprin is the #1 fire exit device in the world. You've almost certainly used their devices, although you may have never heard their brand name. While you may not know all the names in the Allegion family, you can be assured that our products protect millions of lives each day. While Allegion is a global company, all of our locations, our employees, and our brands are connected by a shared vision and purpose. Our vision is seamless access and a safer world. Allegion manufactures many solutions that aim to make security more convenient and keep people and their property safe. Our purpose is to create peace of mind by pioneering safety and security. Our employees are innovators, creating new and better ways to keep people safe, even adding connectivity and Internet of Things capabilities to make our products smart. Allegion has a unique culture that reflects the shared values of our employees. We believe every voice matters. No matter your role at the company or your length of time here, be empowered and accountable. For example, our employees here at McKinsey have found over 600 good catches this year. Each good catch is an opportunity to prevent an accident before it happens. We believe that equity, inclusion, and diversity strengthens our teams, builds employee engagement, delivers customer excellence, and produces superior business results. At our facilities, the products and solutions our people build help keep people and their property safe. We strive to embrace our be safe and be healthy value. Manufacturing jobs today are safer than ever because of new ideas and technology. And at Allegion, our values and investments have still driven us to an incident rate that's 88% below the 2019 United States industry average. We believe working in and contributing to our communities matters too. Do the right thing and serve others, not yourself, are two values that lead us in giving back. Each year, our employees around the world are proud to directly support organizations and initiatives through donations, engagement, and thousands of hours of volunteerism. Locally, we support many worthy causes like the American Cancer Society, the Muscular Dystrophy Association, and many of your school functions and teams. We invest in Gallup's engagement program, regularly sampling employee feedback. This information helps us build a culture of safety and employee engagement. Our plant here in McKenzie has over 250,000 square feet of manufacturing and warehouse space. Each year, we manufacture over 300,000 hollow metal frames and more than 90,000 doors for a wide variety of applications. In addition to our main plant in McKenzie, we have regional manufacturing centers in Dallas, Texas, and 3 service centers in Atlanta, Orlando, and Houston. Along with other Allegion facilities, we secure thousands of openings each year. We provide employment for over 200 people. Our annual revenue exceeds $32 million, and our local payroll is over $5 million. Allegion has invested millions of dollars in capital at Republic, and we spend tens of thousands of dollars with local vendors annually. We have employees from nearly every surrounding community, and our employees support those communities with the wages they earn at Republic. Allegion invests in its manufacturing facilities and its employees. We have employees who are furthering their education at both technical schools and universities. Recently at Republic, we installed a modern wastewater treatment facility to manage our industrial water at a cost of nearly $1 million. Along with taking care of our employees, Allegion strives to take care of our environment. We work with local, state, and federal agencies to be good stewards of our resources. In addition to investing in our employees and caring for the environment, our products protect lives. Our doors, frames, and hardware offer protection from weather, firearms, excessive noise and radiation. At Allegion, we pioneer safety. Manufacturers have lifted us from the destruction and disarray of wars and the despair and distress of economic recessions throughout U.S. history. Now with COVID, manufacturers have mobilized to meet the greatest public health and economic threat of our time. For example, Allegion produced steel doors and frames for a new COVID-19 testing center, while other manufacturers like General Motors produced ventilators. Throughout the pandemic, Allegion led with an immediate focus on the safety and health of our people, our customers, and our communities. Leveraging our Be Safe, Be Healthy value as a long-standing true north, we kept our essential employees working and took extra protections to help keep them safe, whether they were at our sites or remote locations. Pictured here, you see various examples of different health and safety efforts and controls we put in place in order to do just that. At our McKenzie plant, we emphasize our Be Safe, Be Healthy attitude. If you were at the plant today, you would see many actions to keep our people safe, like masks and protective barriers on assembly lines and in break areas, and special markings on the floor in our conference rooms to remind us of social distancing. In addition, you would see my leadership team encouraging our employees to get vaccinated. What's more, we've also made improvements in all year-over-year employee safety metrics. Manufacturing jobs today are safer than ever because of new ideas and technology. In 2020, we saw a 9% year-over-year reduction in our total recordable incident rate, 29% year-over-year improvement in our lost time injury rate, and our value and investments have driven us to an incident rate that's 88% below the United States industry average. Manufacturing, as you can see from Allegion's local impact, is very important to the U.S. economy. Still, manufacturing, specifically in the U.S., is at a crossroads. We're facing a skills gap. 80% of manufacturers report that there's a shortage of qualified applicants for open positions. Manufacturers reporting that finding the right talent is now 36% harder than it was in just 2018, even though the unemployment rate has nearly doubled the supply of available workers. It's easy to point to the stereotypes of manufacturing sweatshops portrayed by Hollywood and television features in recent years as generating a sense of perceived negativity that has been overcome by the manufacturing industry. But it's more important than that. Stories and firsthand accounts have been passed through families regarding less than desirable conditions of factory work, ranging from long hours and repetitive, mindless contributions. The manufacturing skills gap is linked to this lack of STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, skills among workers, and fueled by a decline of technical education programs in high schools, as well as a lack of interest in the manufacturing industry by today's youth. Now, I've got a question for you, young people. Who likes to work in groups? And then who prefers to work alone? Notice the last line on the list above, self-management and organization. In addition to these STEM skills, our employees need adaptive skills like getting along with coworkers, becoming good listeners, the ability to work independently. All of these skills are critical in today's manufacturing plant where continuous improvement is a daily goal. We encourage you to develop these skills. And due to the skills gap, it's now expected that there could be as many as 2.1 million unfilled positions in manufacturing over the next decade. We encourage you to act now by developing the skills that employers seek, which will provide opportunities for your future. At Allegion, manufacturing jobs are centered on employee empowerment, engagement, and innovation. We want your hearts and minds in addition to your hands and time. Allegion believes tools and technological investments are essential elements of being able to provide customers with shorter delivery cycles and higher quality. Today, many new technology and trends are impacting manufacturers, like robotics, the Internet of Things, and artificial intelligence. More than 12.3 million people are employed in manufacturing in the United States. These millions of people are conceiving life-changing ideas, making a difference, and improving the lives of others through manufacturing. Equity, inclusion, and diversity initiatives are having a positive influence on manufacturers. Manufacturing drives growth in our community. Every dollar spent in manufacturing generates an additional $202.74 of value in other sectors of the economy. About 1.4 million U.S. manufacturing jobs were lost during the early days of the pandemic. However, the industry has largely recovered most of those lost jobs and is now urgently seeking more workers. There are incredible jobs in manufacturing in a variety of expertise, from production and distribution to engineering and environmental health and safety. Locally, Allegion employs over 200 people in manufacturing. If you talk to our employees, many of them have worked in a number of these roles during our careers and developed a variety of skills. You'll hear some of those experiences in a panel discussion later today. If you talk to our employees, and I believe that there can be a bright future for manufacturing as we continue to see the introduction of new technologies. Tools and investments are essential elements of being able to provide our customers with shorter delivery cycle times and higher quality. It is imperative to have employees who have the desire, knowledge, expertise, and capability to run, manage, and maintain these investments. Allegion is ready to hire and invest in young people that want to build a career in manufacturing. Allegion offers internships, skilled trade apprenticeships, early career and tuition reimbursement opportunities. At Allegion, we strive to offer a complete and competitive compensation package. We look at compensation as more than just an hourly wage. Allegion offers employees good wages, benefits, and retirement contributions. At Republic, we are continuously looking for new team members. Our starting pay averages $14.89 per hour, with some positions paying over $20 per hour. Our positions offer competitive healthcare options that are focused on wellness because we value the health of our employees. Our team members enjoy a variety of options to contribute to their retirement savings. We're happy to tell you a little bit about Republic today, and now I'd like to introduce our HR manager, Ms. Tammy Robinson, to tell you a little more.
Good morning, students and others. I hope you have enjoyed learning more about the many valuable opportunities to grow and develop in your career at Allegion. Importantly, if you were in person with us today, you'd also have the opportunity to speak to many of our valued employees and hear their opinions on what manufacturing means to them, as well as the opportunities they've seen in their own careers in manufacturing. Let's take a look.
If you like to make a difference in the community, making the world a safer place, people's homes, schools, hospitals, other institutions, educational institutions, to make them a safer place for our people out in the world, then Allegion is the place to work.
Not only is it a good place to work, you got good friendly people to work with, and it's also a stepping stone for opportunities to grow in the company.
What makes me come to work every day is the people that I work with. I enjoy the people that I interact with on a daily basis. It just makes my job a lot easier.
I've never been at a job with the people in the area wanted to help the other people, newer hires, new employees. as much as here. So there's a lot of mentorship that goes on here.
The training was very hands-on, which I appreciate that a lot.
One thing I love the most about my job here is how much I am out on the floor and interacting with the people. They're the experts, and that's who I'm learning everything from.
I think what I'm proudest of working here at Steelcraft is just the relationships.
What makes me proudest about the work I do is the people. If we don't have the people, we can't make the safe products, the quality products that we do today.
When I found out these doors are going to hospitals and schools and, protecting kids, that made me take a lot more, pride in my job.
It feels good that knowing that we're going to give people, that sense of security and a peace of mind.
I chose Allegion because of the values.
With all the Allegion core values, it really is not limited to just how you are as an employee, but you can take all of those core values with you outside of these walls and apply it to your life, which is huge.
So we encourage our new team members all the time when they come in the doors to demonstrate those values and be curious beyond the obvious. Have a passion for excellence. Don't be afraid to speak up. I don't care if it's day one.
One of our values is this is your business, run with it. So if you have an idea, you can make that happen and grow.
I feel there's a lot of opportunities, especially with Allegion. They definitely show that they're interested in internal movement, advancement within the company.
At Allegion, I feel like everybody is committed to my development, the team's development, and just pursuing improvement every single day.
There's chances to go to college with tuition reimbursement as well.
So anyone that's interested in the challenge, anyone that wants to be able to make a difference somewhere, give some input and actually make a difference, I think Allegion's a good company to work for.
Hard work gets recognized. I've learned a lot here. I've went from a sheet of metal all the way to loading a door to go to the warehouse. So I've done a lot, I've learned a lot, and I think it's a great trade to be into because you can learn so much from what you do in here.
My piece of advice would be learn, glean what you can from the person next to you, from the leaders, from the trainings that you're in.
Everything's going up more technologically, and I only expect it to keep going up.
I think the advancement in technologies at our plant in the last 10 years has been significant.
We're bringing in CNC equipment, robotics that allow those operators to kind of operate hands-off. We're a little more technical role and get to see that they're really doing a good job and doing it safely.
Day in, day out, the technology is improving every day.
I would describe the future of manufacturing as inspirational.
It's definitely challenging. So those who, enjoy that, get a kick out of, fixing things, it's definitely a good industry for them.
Exciting. There's always change. There's always new technology. There's always new challenges. It never gets boring.
I would say ever changing.
I would choose the word evolving.
Always growing, always on the move.
Progressive.
Innovation.
Satisfying.
So automation is definitely the future of manufacturing.
In my experience, I would say a journey. The reason why I say a journey is because in a journey, you know where you're going, but you don't know what you're going to see. You don't know what you're going to experience. And during a journey, you learn about so much because you're seeing things for the first time or seeing new things. That's kind of how I've looked at my career here, is that I kind of, once I got into the manufacturing, I knew where I was going, but I didn't know what I was going to see. I didn't know what I was going to experience. And almost on a daily, weekly basis, I'm seeing things for the first time or seeing new things, how to process things in a different way.
Because I think manufacturing is a really good opportunity and a good place to work.
So I would encourage anyone to pursue a career at Allegion.
I am so proud and inspired by the employees who took time to share their thoughts on their manufacturing careers. In an industry that's so vibrant, it's hard to sum up all the opportunities in one word or one phrase. I'm also extremely proud of the next group of employees you're getting ready to hear from, who will share personal stories about their manufacturing journeys. Just a few weeks ago, we gathered 6 of our own employees, each from a different one of our facilities, online for a virtual discussion of manufacturing careers. Let's hear what they have to say.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining Allegion's 2021 Manufacturing Day event. My name is Jamie, and I am one of Allegion's communications managers. We are so excited to have each of you with us virtually today, and I'm even more excited for the opportunity to introduce you to a few of Allegion's employees from some of our U.S. manufacturing facilities. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and kick us off with some introductions. So panelists, I'm going to give each of you the opportunity to take a minute to share with us your name, your location, your role, and how long you've been with Allegion. So David, I'm going to kick it over to you first.
My name's David Tolentino. I've been with Allegion for 6 years. I'm from the California Chino facility, and my role is inventory specialist.
Thank you, David. Christine, how about you?
Hi, I'm Christine Halvis. I'm out of the Colorado Springs facility. I've been with Allegion for 5 years and I'm a frontline leader.
Thank you, Christine. Jason?
Kia ora, g'day. Hello, my name is Jason. I am from the McKenzie, Tennessee plant, and my role, I guess you would call it material specialist utility.
Thank you, Jason. Taviana, how about you?
So my name is Taviana Tyson, and I'm at the Olathe, Kansas facility, and I'm a material specialist.
Hi, Taviana. Sean, how about you?
My name is Sean Bilkey Smith. I've been with Allegion for about 2.5 years out of the Snoqualmie, Washington facility, and I'm a CNC machinist.
Thanks, Sean. Okay, Brandy.
Hello, my name is Brandy Smith. I'm at the Everett AD Systems facility, and I've been with Allegion for 3 years, as of this month, actually, and I'm in production control.
Thank you, Brandy. And thank you all so much for taking the time to share your experiences with us today. I want to start off by asking, oftentimes or sometimes, a lot of our employees don't necessarily expect to pursue a career in manufacturing. So I'm going to start with Sean on this one. Did you expect to pursue a career in manufacturing? And if not, why? And how did you find your start? And so more specifically, how did you find Allegion?
So no, I did not expect to get into manufacturing. My friend's dad worked in manufacturing and was an owner of a shop. And so that's where I got my first machining job. And I found out that I really liked working with my hands, that I didn't have to sit at a desk basically. And after a few shops here and there, I met one of my coworkers who ended up joining Allegion, and he told me about it, said it was a great opportunity, and said that I should apply. And so then I applied and got a job.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. David, did you have a similar experience, or how was your journey to finding manufacturing?
Well, my first choice was not manufacturing. I didn't even know it was actually a choice. I just happened to know somebody at a manufacturing facility previous to Allegion, and I fell in love with the welding, with the whole machining. That's where I started. I applied for a temp agency, which transferred me to Allegion, and trying to get out of the graveyard shift where I was before, and it just worked out. I've been here for 6 years, 5 years on the production line. And I just moved up into the office, and yeah, that's how I got to Allegion, and couldn't be happier.
Wow, it's really cool to hear about your growth throughout the manufacturing organization as well. Yeah. Brandy, how's your career path been in finding manufacturing?
I worked in a lot of different industries, restaurant, bartending, and moved into industrial construction, and found out I had a kind of a niche for ERP systems. And so after Moving to Washington State, I applied for an order entry / admin position at AD. Since then, I've managed to get into production scheduling and then into production control, and really enjoy the ERP system implementations and process improvements.
Thank you so much for sharing. And that's a great lead in to our next question, which really shows that there are such a variety of different jobs within our manufacturing facilities, from the line to ERP systems. We have people putting things together. We have people running machines. We even have jobs people might not think about, like our ERP systems or robot operators, material schedulers, even customer service and enterprise excellence. So Christine, do you want to tell us a little bit more about your role and how it's critical to our manufacturing operations?
So my role as a frontline leader, on the production floor, I'm responsible for making sure our lines are running efficiently, and this is through a lot of strategic planning, different processes, and definitely the support from the team. And it's critical to our operations because we're the final lock assembly. We're the last ones to see the locks before they go out to our customers. So product quality is our top priority, and this definitely helps towards the safety and satisfaction of our customers.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing. Sean, do you want to tell us a little bit more about your role?
Yeah, so everything begins with our department machining. We make the frames and windows, and we have to put the hardware procedures in, so all the holes, notches, and basically all that. And without any of that, you can't put the door together because there's no place for the hardware to go. So it all starts with us.
Great point. I know all of your roles are extremely critical to our manufacturing operations, but I'm going to last call on Jason to tell us a little bit more about his role and how it's critical to manufacturing.
Yeah, so I'm basically a utility in the warehouse here in McKenzie, and my role essentially covers about 6 positions. I'm there to cover people when they are on vacation, if they're sick, or if they get called away from work urgently. I deal predominantly with all the finished goods that come out of pick and pack, and I set them up in the warehouse into day lanes and so forth, so on and so forth. I load out the less than truckload loads. That's the small 1-2 pieces here, not the bulk pull loads. I also set up the bulk pull loads, and I make sure everything is available and right there when someone needs it. So if anyone comes back to the warehouse to do another quality check, or if they need to add some parts to frames or doors that we have and need to take them back, I know exactly where they are. They just have to come and see me. So I control the organization back at the finished area of the warehouse right before we load it on the truck, which is the last step in the process. So if I miss something, it's not a good thing.
Fascinating. Well, thank you guys so much for sharing about that. It was really interesting to hear about the beginning of the process with machining and the end of the process as well. Thank you guys. So a unique benefit that Allegion offers is actually tuition reimbursement. At Allegion, we'll actually pay up to $8,000 a calendar year for you to go back to school. So David, I think this is an experience you can speak to. Have you currently used this tuition reimbursement, or and if so, has that helped you to pursue your professional goals, and how do you expect that to impact your career in manufacturing?
Yes, I have. I've actually used it for about 3 years now. It helped me get my my business administration degree, so it has helped me tremendously. Just not knowing I don't have to pay it out of my own pocket. That Allegion cares enough to help us out to grow as well. And with my degree, I've actually stepped into the office as an inventory specialist, which, you know, I do all the inventory stuff. I make sure everything's accounted for budget wise, stuff like that. So my long-term career here at Allegion that I want to get to is moving up into management. So hopefully, you know, as I keep going, I may be able to do that by going even further using the tuition reimbursement and going further into my schooling.
Thank you so much for sharing that. And it's really cool to hear about all the opportunities for growth within Allegion and those that have taken advantage of this benefit. I know individuals personally that have taken advantage of this benefit all across the organization. So thank you so much for sharing your experience. So I know me personally, I can find so many ways that working at Allegion makes me proud. But Christine, do you want to share some ways that Allegion makes you the proudest and your work at Allegion makes you proud?
Honestly, it's really moments like when I'm out and about, I'm at the store, I could be at a doctor's appointment, on a military base, my kids' school, other people's homes, and then you see that they have Schlage locks installed. And, you know, I just think about that impact, and it may be just a lock to some, you know, just a means of access, but it's security. And to know that I'm a part of helping towards someone's safety is rewarding.
Absolutely, well said. Taviana, do you want to add to that? What about working at Allegion makes you proudest?
What makes me the proudest is the knowledge that you get when you're learning about these different locks. I just feel like you benefit so well, and when someone is actually having a problem with their lock, you're able to fix it. You're able to know, oh, I know what's wrong with this. I can help them.
Great point. Jason, what makes you proudest?
The fact that they've given me multiple roles to do, it just expands my knowledge of the business so much that, you know, I mean, before I used to look at it as a door, it's just a door. Now I sort of know how the ins and the outs work of it. You know, I can actually walk up to doors and around the place and say, oh yeah, that's an Allegion door, just by the shape of it. So I'm thankful for the teaching that they gave me, and the fact that they put all their faith in me and let me go where I could go with it.
Thank you so much. All right, well, we've had the opportunity to hear a little bit more about each of your manufacturing careers today. So I'm interested to hear, what piece of advice would you give to someone considering their own manufacturing career? Brandy, do you want to share a little bit more about that?
Ask questions. Yeah, it's the more questions you ask, the more knowledge you gain, and the further you can really expand what you're doing within the company, not just in manufacturing, but up through the management levels and into even now like implementations with other facilities. So ask questions.
Great piece of advice. Taviana, what piece of advice would you give to someone?
A piece of advice I would give someone is to apply yourself. If you apply yourself to your job, you will become more advanced and you will gain so much more experience, and you can pass along to people before that. And I'd say like this would be a good opportunity to grow through a company and just experience more of that.
It's a great piece of advice as well. Thank you so much. All right, so I'm going to ask each of you to answer this final question for us today. So to summarize, if you could describe today's manufacturing careers or even your own manufacturing career in one word or phrase, what would it be? And David, I'm going to ask you to go first.
I would say variety. Nobody knows this, but manufacturing is such a broad thing, and you know, from being on the line, from management, you have those people, accounting, programming, engineering, so variety for sure.
Variety is a great one. Christine, what would you say?
I would say evolving. There's always so many opportunities out there and just different ways to create yourself as a better asset to the company.
I like it. Jason, what's your word or phrase?
I would say it's really one of the only certainties in a facing uncertain future of this world. Got to have the manufacturing. It's always going to be there. Can't live without it.
Great point. Taviana, what's your word or phrase?
I would say possibilities. There's so many more things that you can learn from this company. And as you can see, you can grow a lot more than you know.
Love that. Sean, what was yours, Steve?
I would say it'd be exciting. You get to work with tools and materials that most people have never heard of or don't even really know about, and the technology is ever changing, and it's always exciting.
Great. Brandy, round us out. What would be your one word or phrase?
Adaptable.
Why would you say adaptable?
We are challenged quite often just within our fabrications that we get and requests from customers, but also, like with 2021 and adapting to doing things differently. And a lot of people in the organization are very adaptable to what we need to do to get our jobs done.
I think that's a great one, and I think we can all relate to the need to adapt, and we've all been doing a lot of that lately. So great point. Thank you guys so much. And truly just want to thank each of you for so much for taking the time to share your valuable insights and experiences with all of us today, and especially the students who are listening today. We truly appreciate all of the essential work that you do to support our manufacturing operations. So again, just thank you all so much for your time today.
All right, at this time, we'd like to move into some questions and answers. So thank you so much to those of you who have already submitted questions. We'll go ahead and start with those. The first one that we have, Monty, I think I'm going to come to you with, and it's, do your welders need to be certified?
No, Jamie, our welders do not have to be certified. In fact, it's an advantage if our employees have some pre-existing training for welding, but yet every week we develop young people and other employees with the ability to weld. We have standard processes and operations and training tools that oftentimes some of our employees who have now become our best welders came to us without any of that skill whatsoever. So no certification is required, just a willingness to learn.
Excellent. Thanks so much for the information. And the next question that I have here is, what one piece of advice would you give to the students today or someone who is looking to join the manufacturing industry? Tammy, do you want to weigh in on that one first? And then Monty, I'll come to you next.
Sure, and this just kind of reiterates what we've heard. It's just keep an open mind about the various opportunities that manufacturing can present. There are a variety of career paths that can be provided. It can very easily lead to management positions. Be reminded Republic offers tuition reimbursement, and it's a very viable avenue to help advance your career.
Thanks so much, Tammy. Monty, what would you like to add on a piece of advice to give to students today?
I would encourage students to become a good teammate. Whatever career path you choose, working with others will likely be an essential part of becoming successful, whether it be customers, co-workers, or someone in the supply chain. The ability to work collaboratively is key to engaging at a high level, as well as truly enjoying your work. So become a good listener, be genuinely interested in others, and be open to a wide variety of backgrounds and perspectives so that you can be as inclusive as possible about everyone you work with.
Great advice as well. Thank you so much. Another one that we have, Monty, maybe I'll come to you with, is what is one of your fondest memories from the manufacturing floor?
That's a tough one. I've spent my entire career in the manufacturing industry, so I have thousands of fond memories, but I'll share this one. When I arrived at Republic many years ago, it was well accepted to scrap or rework up to 3 doors each day as the team set up in the morning and began to dial the machines in for the day's run. Over time, we challenged that thinking, and by working together, we identified the causes of scrap and out-of-spec material, and we developed solutions to those problems, which included at times changing our thinking. And by working together as a team, we've drastically reduced scrap and rework in this facility. And more importantly, we have raised the expectations that every door and every frame should be of the highest quality. And we did that together as a team. So the best memories for me are always the one about working together with people.
A great memory for sure. Thanks so much for sharing, Monty. Tammy, could you tell us a little bit more about what shifts you currently have at the McKenzie plant?
Sure. Currently, we operate on a first and second shift schedule. We're pretty lucky because our largest shift is day shift, and that seems to work with people's personal lives and schedules the best. So when I interview people and I tell them, are you willing to work days? And they kind of look at me and laugh. I'm like, we have seconds, but predominantly days. So we work both first and second, and we definitely work with our applicants to what best suits their needs.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. That is all the time that we have for questions today. Thank you so much for submitting all of your engaging questions, and thank you, Monty and Tammy, so much for your thoughtful responses. And now at this time, I would like to pass it back to Monty for some closing remarks.
Students, manufacturing is a vibrant industry that's both essential and exciting. We hope that you will take what you've heard and seen today with you and help spread the word by sharing about the vibrant and valuable opportunities available. We hope to help tear down those stereotypes of old that simply don't exist across the majority of manufacturing today. Allegion is committed to combating the skills gap, and we will continue to invest in our manufacturing processes and equipment, our people, and the communities in which we work to further advance manufacturing competency. We are ready to hire and invest in young people that want to build a career in manufacturing. Students, today is all about providing you an opportunity to consider if manufacturing might be in your future. We look forward to seeing you, your teachers, and administrators around Carroll County soon. Thank you for joining us at Republic and Allegion for the 2021 Manufacturing Day.